Art is too important not to share. Welcome to the Ali and Callie Artcast.
Hi, I'm Ali.
And I'm Callie, and we're with the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance, and we're back.
Yes, we're back with Whine with Ali and Callie Part 2.
Part 2, because we just can't get it done in one.
No, because we're having so much fun with
Yes.
Krista and Robby at Stylus, Whine,
And vinyl. I said it right.
Yep. And we have lots more to talk about. And it's amazing when the wine is flowing, how much you have to say.
I know. It's so true.
True that.
It's very true.
But I just don't want to move on until we hear Robby play some music.
Exactly. So Robby is doing the vinyl here at Stylus, but he is
a talented actor, musician,
is pretty well known around the community.
So play us something.
So play us something.
Because I want it. Do it.
Because I want it. You and Robby have done shows together.
Yes, we have. We've done quite a bit
of theater.
I miss theater too.
I really do.
I do on occasion, and then sometimes I don't.
I mean, I don't do theater, but I miss Robby doing theater.
I know.
Those early days of summer theater.
Yeah.
They were early for me.
Yeah.
Like 2006.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it was
so much fun.
Yeah.
God, I loved it. I
Fun.
loved it.
Mine was really early.
Yeah, yours was early.
80s.
I know.
All right.
What you can play?
This is an original.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it called?
It's called Beating Drum. Sometimes I feel like reaching out. Sometimes I feel like shutting down. Listen closely to the sound and surrender. If you dig within your soul, through the wicked, muck and shallow, the treasures you'll unfold if you surrender. Listen closely to the sound. The heart is a beating drum. We shall overcome. I can't slide. I can't slide. Listen to the beating drum, a voice for the revolution. I can't slide. I can't slide. I can't. That's part of it, you know.
I love it.
Well, thanks.
Well, that's not enough, but we'll ask you to play again. Because
You should. I never get to
time,
listen to him play
I
either.
only played a little ditty, and you said that was perfect.
No,
so.
I want more. Because I'm demanding. Not
The more
enough
she drinks,
music.
the more she's going to
I'm
demand.
like, more. That's what happens.
I love that. And it's your own
music.
composition.
What was that after COVID, like when we came back from the trip?
Yeah, it was like during lockdown, and you know the craziness of politics in America, and everybody,
Yeah.
you know, either inside or out, and just everyone had their opinions about masks and this and that and the vaccine, and
Oh, yeah.
I just kind of wrote that song about following your heart to what's true to you, and as long as you're not treading on other people's footsteps and you know, and not affecting the way they want to live their life. You know, just follow the drum of your own heart. You know, the beating drum of your own heart. And if I take to heart what I really want to, you know, express and preach, that I just can't slide away from that belief. And you know, you have to commit to something. You can't be, especially during that time. I mean, people were really kind of wishy-washy. They're like, well, you know, and I do this and I don't do this, and you know, I wear a mask, but I'm not getting the vaccine. I was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that. So just
strange time.
You know, specificity of your belief, basically, and how you want to act in that crazy world. And I just thought, you know, listening to your heart and your true sense of instinct is the best way to go. Whether it be something that I agree with or you agree with or don't. And that's, you know, America is about freedom and the right to choose, but also about respecting other people's right to choose.
Exactly.
And without that respect, it doesn't matter what you think. You know, you can't just take and not give anything back. So it's about balance. You know, that's what our forefathers were trying to accomplish, was, you know, balance and integrity, and you know, trying to keep everything in order and create a system that was democratic, but also, you know, fair. And,
balance, like a good wine.
Yeah.
Good one.
There you go. Coming back to the wine.
Well, here we go.
I mean, we could talk about that forever. That could be
I love that, though.
Well, where else are you performing elsewhere?
Yeah.
Well, this year I haven't really booked a lot, and the reason for that was just
because you're working.
Yeah, I'm just working at the bar.
You're just working at the bar.
Well, it's important. It's really important for Krista and I to really be here every day.
Get it established,
least, you know, we agreed it definitely for the first year or two. You know, we're hoping by you know, the spring that we can like be here a little less.
Right.
We'll still be here pretty much a lot of the time, but enough where we can, you know, let our staff kind of take the reins and you know, close down, and we don't have to be here every night from, you know, 9 in the morning to, you know, midnight.
Right.
That'll be nice, just so we can, and to take some of that ownership and that pride of being an owner, but also, you know, the benefit of that is also to, you know, so you don't have to do everything forever.
Right.
You know, you hire staff to do that. So we want to definitely reap some of that benefit of, you know, having more time at home after this first little bit of getting the machine oiled up and going.
I do think there's something to be said when you open a business and you're as well known in the community as you guys are. People expect to see you when they come, and they will be disappointed if they're going to miss you. So there's that element too. And I know I've heard from a friend of mine who has a jewelry business in this town that it's really hard for her because people come in and they want to talk to her. And she has a really hard time separating herself from the business because she is the business. And hopefully you will find that balance, and because that's hard.
Well, especially for Krista, you know, she's always the one who says, you know, it's really hard for me to let pieces of it go eventually, you know, and to not want to be there all the time. And
it's your baby, right?
And that's totally understandable, but that's also just not healthy to work the hours we've been working, you know, constantly.
But it's a new business, and that's what you kind of have to do at the beginning. We have great people that work here, and
that's good.
That we love, and that we're so grateful for them. We have some really great
business
people
is good, right? I mean,
very good. We've been staying very steady and very busy, especially on the weekends and the nights, and every wine tasting as well. You know, it's been crazy. You know, it's just slammed. So, yeah, it's a good thing that we're busy.
Yeah.
I think,
well, you can tell that you filled a niche that at least this side of town was looking for.
Right, and we've met a lot of these neighbors, you know, back here behind us. And they're very sweet people, and they're very excited to have something like this here. And we get a kind of very eclectic mix of people, from the wine drinkers to the music lovers to, you know, people just traveling through. We met a lot of, you know, tourists this summer.
Yeah.
So it was a good time to open right before the summer swing.
Right.
And, kind of maintain or get that tourist flow, but also create a very stable local base.
That's the best part about it. It's like building relationships and being a place where people can come and their stories and what they like to drink and they know you, and it's just relationships.
And your food is very good.
And the food is good.
Well, thanks.
Yeah. I haven't had everything yet. I've had a lot of, I've had the charcuterie board.
Right. And the bougie chips.
I love the bougie chips.
Those are my
The bougie chips are so good.
With a little caviar.
It makes me feel special. But I haven't been on a brunch yet, so
the brunches are fun.
Yeah, I need to come in on a brunch.
Brunches is a whole different vibe too. I don't know what it is, but Sundays are just like a whole, like everybody's just having fun.
We're usually busy right when we open the door.
Is that right?
And what time do you open on brunch day?
11.
11. Okay.
12 every other day, but 11 on Sunday.
We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, let's do a brunch.
Yeah,
we're planning. Our manager Andrew wants to do a glam rock brunch.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we just got some rose gold glitter to put in mimosas.
Oh,
morning or yesterday or today. I can't remember what.
How fun would that be?
Andrew's planning like a fun little glam rock
play
brunch, and we want to do a gangster rap brunch with T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape, like Biggie says.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be frying up, T-bone steaks.
No, but we could grill some steak skewers or something. We'll come up with something. We've had to get creative with the pantry kitchen, but we'll figure out how to make it happen.
Yeah.
We've been doing pretty good at getting creative in there.
What other things do you serve for brunch?
For brunch, we do a lot of fruit. We do like parfaits, or Krista makes this awesome granola that's based out of a restaurant that we love going to in New York City, and people love that. She made some crazy peach jam this last week that we served with that, and some yogurt. We did.
What about Bob? Tell me about Bob.
We came up with this thing called Bob. Breakfast on a baguette.
Robbie just made it for snacks one day, and then we're like, this is good.
Because in the morning, I'm usually the one, except for Wednesdays, which is our first day back open during the week, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, usually I'm the one doing the prep in the morning before we open, just back there, portioning the meats and cutting cheeses and slicing the meat and everything. And I usually always have these little heels of bread left over from the baguette, or, some remnants of cheese that can't make up a full portion, or this and that. So I was just thinking, what can I make with this? And I had a little ham left over. So I took a piece of baguette and I just put like some ham on it.
It wasn't ham, it's bacon.
Oh, it was bacon. Yeah, I melted cheese. Sorry, I put butter and melted some of the cheddar, put some bacon on there, and a piece of an egg, and then melted that down, and then I topped it with some chive oil and crushed potato chips.
So it's like bacon, eggs, and potatoes.
Oh my God!
It was really good. It was like an American breakfast.
American breakfast.
In a bite.
So now Bob is invented. Breakfast on baguette.
We haven't done Bob in the last 2 weeks, but
because we've been doing fig toast.
Right.
We like to try to use seasonal
fig toast. I love
seasonal fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, the fig toast was good. We did an apple tartine this last week with Green Bluff apples. We got out of the orchard up out in Spokane.
We went and picked fruit last week.
Yeah, that was amazing. Caramelized that with shallots and put it on top of melted brie.
Making me hungry.
That sounds so good.
Thyme and honey. It was delicious.
Yeah, honey and pistachio and fresh thyme is good.
Yeah. We're also kind of vegetarian friendly, which is nice too.
That's
so
good.
We have a lot of options for
not necessarily vegan friendly.
No,
although
not vegan,
Robbie makes this vegan salad, there's this woman that comes in that said
there's just nothing to it too.
But she loves the vegan salad, and Robbie just puts whatever fresh produce we have back there with greens and lemon and olive oil and
it's seriously any fruit we have, the greens, olive oil, and
there you go,
a tiny bit of lemon,
beets,
and that's it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the clean, simple flavors that make people the most happy.
Oh yeah.
Like a really good strawberry, or
Oh yeah.
Or even just a good piece of bread. I mean, that's why we focused on like finding the best baguette locally we could use every day.
Where do you get your bread?
We get it from Mac Bread. It's these two brothers who make these baguettes. They actually are just about to open their brick and mortar shop downtown on Lakeside.
It's called Back Pocket
bakery. And they use a 35-year-old sourdough starter.
Oh. Wow.
But in their actual shop they're opening down there, it's like a big like wood oven that they're using to bake everything.
They're going to do pizzas. And they deliver our baguette every morning. Every morning they deliver baguettes, so it's fresh baguette.
That. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I want fresh baguettes.
Yeah. And then we'll use their bagels and their French loaves for brunch on the weekends, and they're super cool people.
That's cool.
We like because they're local. And, you know, and people will sometimes ask. You know, they'll look at the sandwiches we have, because we put the sandwiches on. We only have 3 currently, but we put them on the baguette. And there was one day where an old friend of mine came in and he's like, "This is really good, but you know, why is it $14?" I'm like, "Well, it's because the ham is from France, the bread is made locally, and you know, we pay this X amount for it, so we have to make a profit on the bread." And
and the butter is also French.
And the mustard we use is really good.
It's French.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're not skimping on product.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely cheapen the ingredients, but then that's just going to affect the taste.
It won't taste as good.
3 ingredients on, or you know, in the case of the Camembert, which is just really good ham and butter on baguette. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no mustard, there's no mayo. It's just really good butter, ham, really good bread.
I'm going to have that
thing over there. And, you know, that's not that expensive here. I don't know what we charge for that. I think it's 9 or 11 or something.
More than that,
but it's a good sandwich. You get a side with it, but
the product is,
you can taste.
You get what you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd rather spend a few bucks extra on
and have something
that's
really delicious.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our food, and Krista came up with like a very amazing menu. You know, along with the wine, she came up with 98% of the food menu. I only had a couple ideas to really kind of add to that, because I was really, to get open, I was really consumed with the music and getting all that set up, which was very technically challenging. You know, with
I was going to say, what has been a setback? What has been the most difficult that you've had to face opening this restaurant?
The biggest thing was, it wasn't like anything really negative. It was just, it took a while, was just getting the plumbing correct. Because we are next to, 4 other businesses in this building, but it's nice to be on the corner, but our challenge was just creating bar/restaurant style plumbing within the confines and the capabilities of the space. So that was kind of a
ran into some snafus with plumbing, but we finally made it happen.
And we had a great plumbing contractor, Nick, who just killed it and came up with every solution possible to get what we
Isn't it
needed.
Weird to think about that? I feel like it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah. A little shout out to Nick from Patterson Plumbing.
All right, Patterson Plumbing.
Nice.
Ding, ding, ding.
Could do anything commercial or residential. Him and his team did a great job.
And we also had a lot of support with our friends.
Yeah.
Like we got wood from Walla Walla, and our friend Joe drove us down there in his truck, built the bar, built the back bar. He's an undersea welder. He crafted the entire back bar. Shannon Irwin did all of our
I was going to say.
And our murals on our walls.
And our mural, that was a graffiti photo we took in Lyon, France. All of our friends came in here and built all the furniture for us before we opened. Sarah Champagne organized all my wine. Jake helped me polish all the glasses, all the glassware, put it away. He's one of my wine reps.
Yeah.
Literally this place
it's awesome.
is 100% our friends and the people that love us that helped make it.
Right.
Yeah.
And really good people that were really good at their jobs.
Yeah.
Really helped
there's a lot of love and community that went into
and our electrician, we reached out to our friend JD, and it was a little
his wife is also one of my wine reps.
Some of it was a little above his head, but he had a great mentor that he brought on. It was just so great. So it was the two of them that did all of our wiring and all of our lighting in here. And
wow, that's really awesome.
So it was very community driven. Everyone connected really well and came together. And we opened kind of fast. I mean, we basically came here on September of 21 to look at the space. Or it was right before September. It might have been late August. So just,
and it was just framed.
Just over a year ago.
Was it even framed yet?
No. So we came to this spot, and it was just a cement slab.
Yeah.
And then one wooden frame of a wall here. And they were just putting it up the day we came to look at it. and nothing else was built. No other walls, nothing, no wiring, nothing. It was just cement and one little shell of a wood wall. So to see it now and be in the room when it's all done is still crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And you've got this great, the garage door window that opens.
Yeah, and the patio.
In the summer when you can be outside and even into the fall.
Yes. Yep.
We weren't able to open it the last little chunk,
because a little smoky. And too hot.
It's just the hot air just gets in here and just
too much.
Makes it very murky, and it's not great for the wine.
It's not good for the wine.
And it's not great
Save
for
the wine.
Yeah, or the albums, right?
They get all soft and wobbly and warpy, so.
You're right.
Yeah, we'd have to not fight a couple customers, but, we had to really
explain to
them why we couldn't open the garage door when it was 102 degrees outside.
It's like, it's too hot.
We're like,
listen, I could just tell them, it's too hot.
It's too hot.
Plus,
Krista
doesn't like the cold air just going out the window.
Yeah, right.
No. It's air conditioning out. I know. Can't do that. Do you want to pay the bill? Yeah. Do you want to pay our air conditioning bill? You can pay it. Yeah.
Well, I love the murals on the wall. They're really cool.
Shannon did a great job.
The first time we were in here, we were really impressed with prints.
And then you added the other one. Yeah.
But I got to admit, my favorite piece in your place is in the bathroom. It's the gal sitting on the toilet drinking her wine out of the bottle. It cracks me up every time.
We also, when we were in Europe, Robby took a whole bunch of pictures of bathrooms everywhere we were, like toilet shots.
Yeah.
And we still haven't got those printed off, but that was part of our original design plan, is to put all the European bathroom shots.
That's fun.
And we're still going to do that. We just haven't done it yet.
There's some funny ones.
Yeah. You'll get there.
That's great. That's so great.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's Jason from Tubbs Coffee Roasters. We are North Idaho's specialty coffee roaster. We are homegrown and we are local. We love coffee and we love our community, especially Ali and Callie and ArtCast. We have a retail space in our roastery in Hayden, and we can also be found on the shelves at Super One and Yolks. And if you like to buy coffee online, we do offer subscriptions. You can find us at tubbscoffeeroasters.com. Support arts and culture and your local roaster. That's all.
All right, Robby.
It's time.
Yep.
Callie wants another song.
Another song.
Because you're so good, and you're a fabulous guitar player also. Anyone who can pick a guitar like that should be playing all the time. So good.
I always tell a little short story about this song because it's from when Krista and I were first dating, and long story short, we got into like a pillow fight, and it was like a very happy pillow fight. It wasn't out of anger or anything like that. But
out of anger, I'm gonna hit you with the pillow. I'm gonna get you. Just piss me off. I'm gonna hit you with the pillow.
Good idea. A good idea for like a love song. So.
This.
Kiss me too fiercely, stay by me tonight. This feeling gives new meaning when I look into your eyes, feel my heartbeat. Feel this in my head and in my feet. Stay wrapped around me like a blanket or disease. A warm kiss, something sweet but you. I can't stop falling, it's too late. Face belongs in magazines, in between the lines. You seem to catch me, so come over, lover. Forget the blankets, we'll keep warm by candlelight. Just take your time, dear. Rowing feathers and we'll have tonight a pillow fight. Your body moves so silky smooth through the shadows of this room. So dimly lit, you look like black and white. If I cannot compare with all the girl you are. Close your eyes, sing lullabies, in tune with this guitar, 'cause you, I can't stop falling, it's too late. A perfect girl, guess I can tell. Call me in your magic spell, forever come over. Lover, forget the blankets, we'll keep warm by candlelight. Just take your time, dear. Roll in feathers and have a pillow fight tonight. You and I, just for tonight, love. Just for tonight, love.
Yay!
That was a short version because it's a long song.
Oh, but I love it. Now, Robbie, where did you go to school?
I went to school locally at Lake City and Lakes Middle School and Winton Elementary. Mm-hmm. Before we moved up here when I was about 8 years old, I lived in Fullerton and Corona Del Mar, California. Mm-hmm. I moved up here right before 3rd grade. But then after about my sophomore year, I got into band and music as soon as I could because I was always playing drums. That was like my obsession. And,
it's the cymbals on the wall.
Homage to the drum cymbals on the wall behind me. But then theater kind of bit me around my sophomore year, like early sophomore year, and just something that was kind of a great combination of all my talents. In the best sense of the word, I guess. When I was a kid, my grandma really exposed me to the old musicals and stuff like that, and so I would, reenact some of the scenes and stuff in the backyard, and but then that kind of like disappeared for a while as I fell into the music in school, and then theater kind of came back into my life, so it was kind of really nice bookend there. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up leaving after my junior year at Lake City here locally. I went to a private school in California called Idlewild Arts Academy, so I could get into a really good university or college, and it's kind of what they do there is just really encourage, the artists, and whatever your major was, it was a college prep school, so kids from all over the world were there, and some of them have been there, 5 years from 8th grade on to their senior, and some are just, there like I was for my last year of high school, senior. So, I got into 16 of the 24 schools I applied to. I ended up almost going to England, to Liverpool, to LIPA, the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts out there.
That would have been
It was really fascinating to me, and I had a full ride scholarship they gave me, and I almost did it, but then I really was thinking about the consequences of being over there and not being able to see my family as much, and
it's hard.
Really do like being closer, with the family, and so inevitably decided to go to New York, which was a great choice as well, and I met a lot of amazing people over there and did some good stuff over there and gave me a nice little jump start to my little career. And then I came back and worked locally, professionally, and did some other stuff here and there, but since COVID it's been a little bit of a standstill. I miss doing a lot of theater. I do. But this has been a really nice distraction. And I'm hoping next year in 23 I'll be able to do at least one show, whether it be a benefit concert or a full show. I think by then I can afford to leave a little bit more just to do that for
have a little more freedom, a little time off.
And that's what I was saying earlier. That's one of the benefits of being an owner that I'm looking forward to, is just having a little more freedom outside of what's I love, and that's creating money for the home and for our employees and giving them, a sense of pride and what they're bringing to the business. But I can also do things I want to do outside of the bar.
Right.
Krista wants to also do some harvests, with some of the wineries back in Washington or Oregon, and she misses that terribly as much as I miss the theater. So it'll happen. We're still, riding the bearings a little bit, just getting everything
kind of pounding the pavement a little bit.
Yeah, we want it to just be stable thing that we've worked out every kink, or we figured out we've got the right staff.
I don't think you ever quit working out the kinks.
Yeah, right. Probably not.
Yeah,
probably
not.
Like
a constant curve.
But you'll have more
opening kinks, basically.
Yeah, the opening.
Right. Figuring out some of this stuff even from opening. So once we get to that point, and we're more, it's easier for us, then we'll be able to step away.
You'll be ready, and you'll be back out there again.
Yeah. You need to do that to
your
soul.
And I have these grumpy days every once in a while. Krista and I would talk about it, and she'd be like, they're like scared of you today. You're so intense. I'm like, well, I'm a Scorpio, but also I just want to get into a work zone. I really focus on something. It's just the way I am, and the same thing with the theater. I'm just like very intense, very focused. I just want to do it. I want to do it well, and I want to do it right. And that's the same thing here. And I just don't think anybody that knows me and Krista and I haven't not worked in this dynamic together either. So she's seeing like a different side of me.
Oh yeah,
in that sense, because I'm here to be an owner and a manager and help the employees and get stuff done the best way as possible, not to be everyone's best friend.
Right.
Even though I like being liked, and don't really have enemies. I don't think, but it's, I just don't want to scare anybody off. But they should know, and if they're listening to this podcast, they know that I love all of our employees, and I've never been mad at any of them. I just get into a zone, like a very focused zone, and maybe give you a look that looks like I'm very angry, like
very concerned,
scowl or something.
Yeah,
it's not at all.
Right. Well, the cheese works on the eggs.
But it's an adjustment. I've never, I work, back there a few times a week, and mostly during the day and doing the prep. So sometimes when we do get busy, it's not something that I'm really used to. I didn't go to culinary school, or I didn't.
Right.
Cooking food is not really my passion. So maybe some of that, I wouldn't say anger or anything comes out, but it's just a little bit of saying, it's an adjustment. I have to do it because it's for our benefit.
Right. It's not what you expected you would be doing, but
not at all. I knew I was going to have to be back there. But
you're really good at it.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's a process, and you're going to, the longer you do it and the more stable and successful, which I already feel this place is successful.
Oh, I do too.
I give you hurrah to both of you.
Oh, for
because we've been here several times. And every time we come, and every time we come, it is busy, packed, and people are having a great time. And I think it's just going to keep on growing.
Yeah.
And then you will have those times where you'll get back to performing and more performing.
And like I said, we have a great staff, especially in our back of the house team. We have a great team.
Well, the front of the house is also
I'm talking about the
lovely.
I know, but we were talking about the food stuff, so that's the only reason I mentioned it. We have a great team of women back there, which is cool. It's a female, driven kitchen back there.
Nice.
We have 4 amazing females, that are running the back of the house when I'm not back there, that are just killing it. So
that's great.
I'm really proud of that. But it's an adjustment. I'm just getting used to it. We're only still 4 months in, so a third of a year in, but I'll get there.
It's a lot. I mean, in 4 months, you guys, look how far you've come.
Right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, you mentioned your intensity. The only thing I've ever seen you in was Jesus Christ Superstar.
Well, there you go.
That was intense.
That was really
I took my daughter to that, and she
Were you Jesus or Judas that time?
She was...
The new one, right? The newest one?
The new one.
Yeah,
he was Jesus.
You were Jesus that time. Because when we did it, you were Judas, right?
Yeah. But my daughter had no idea that. I think she was thinking we were going to see Godspell.
We made this production of Superstar was very
It was dark.
It was dark and bloody.
We left there, and she was
he worked on that blood.
He worked
on that blood for months.
It was a lot of blood.
The most perfect blood.
Yeah.
Abby was in it. Yeah, it was Troy Nickerson directed it.
It was really good. It was really good, and it was a real eye opener for her, which was fun for me to watch her because she thought, I thought
who was Jesus?
Feel good.
Is that Jad?
Jad was Judas. I was Jesus.
Oh, you were Jesus.
Yeah.
Jad
Davis
was Judas.
Jad was great Judas.
Okay,
and Abby was Mary.
Mary.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I just had to.
Funny.
The minute you talked about your intensity, that's what came to mind.
Yeah, that was an intense show.
It was really. Yeah.
I also never took as many showers in my life.
It's hard to get that blood off.
Oh my goodness.
You were just splattered with blood at the end of that every show.
Oh.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I'd usually it was like 3 showers a day on show days.
Is that right?
Take a shower, and then I'd come after work and be like sticky or whatever from serving or doing whatever, or being hot, and then take another shower before the show, and then I'd come home and just I'd still have stains of blood all over my arms and on my hair and my ears, and take another shower.
It was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Let's just
really
say
clean.
that.
Yeah.
Real clean.
It was very clean.
You were clean. You were very clean, Jesus, at the time.
So funny.
Yes.
Hi, Ali here. Hey, do you love our Artcast? Be sure to follow us on your favorite podcast app or like us on Facebook to get notifications about some upcoming giveaways, like an official Ali and Callie mug. Our audience is growing too, and we are a great outlet for advertising. Consider being a sponsor, and Callie and I will record an ad for you or help you record it yourself. Thank you for listening.
Well, I want to get back to talking about the wine.
Yes. What are we drinking now? We've moved on.
We've moved on to
We've
a
moseyed
Chardonnay.
along to a Desta Valley Chardonnay, Walla Walla Winery.
It's very good.
Yeah, the fruit comes from the Yakima Valley, from the Olson Vineyard. It's
Yakima, as I like to call it.
Yakima.
When I've had a little too much wine.
Do you think maybe that's an original pronunciation? It could be.
I don't know.
Because that would be,
It sounds, doesn't it? Maybe. I don't know.
Did you know that, in school, this is just a little side note.
Yeah.
Talking about that,
Yeah.
names, that, everyone knows about Lewis and Clark, and then you hear about Sacagawea. Mm-hmm. But I guess the correct pronunciation of her name is Sacagawea.
Yeah.
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea.
Which makes way more sense.
Yeah. Than Sacagawea.
Yeah.
It's like when I worked with Faye, when I did work the Harvest at Adelsheim, I worked with this girl from England, and she always would mock my accent.
Oh, yeah.
And talk real sharp and talk like this. That's what she hears. And she had this beautiful English accent. It just sounded like she was a wicked little thing, though. She was such a wicked little thing. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I called her my little English rose, but she had this beautiful, perfect English
posh.
accent, and then she would always be try to copy me when she talked, and it sounded like this.
Oh my God, that reminds me of when we were in Australia, and we were there for my son's wedding, and we were with all of the neighbors in their driveway, because that's what they did. And we were driving by one day, and they said, "Oh, there's the Americans," and they made us come and party with them. and they're talking about different desserts. For some reason we got on the dessert subject, and there's a dessert that they do, which I don't remember the name of it. It begins with a P.
Okay.
And then this one gal goes, and then there's the Mazbas. And I'm like, what's Mazbas?
Mazbas.
And she goes, oh, Mars.
The Mazbas.
Mazbas.
The Mazbas.
Mazbas. I love that story.
I'm never going to call it Mars bar. But think about it, Mars bar.
You got to go park the car down by the Mars bars. Go pick up some Mars bars.
Park the car down by the Mars bars. Oh, boy.
Oh, I love it.
What are we drinking next?
Yeah, right. What's past Chardonnay? Let's go to Riesling.
Yeah.
How light can we
what's
go?
funny about Chardonnay
What?
is that most people don't know that this is what champagne is. Chardonnay.
It's Chardonnay.
I did know that.
Well, she would know. But a lot of people
I don't. I didn't know. Yeah.
I only know that because I'm a Chardonnay snob.
She's a snob.
What do you think about this one?
I like this one.
Yeah. I feel like they do a really good job. It doesn't have too much oak. It's not overly done. It's fresh and
I feel like delicious. The word of the day is balance.
Not too buttery.
It's got good balance.
It has good balance. I really enjoy it.
It is fresh.
Which I do have a good question for you. Well, I think it's a good question. It is a question you might find good.
Let me scared. Let me judge my own question.
We all think
it's a great question.
All right, give me a chance.
All right. Go ahead.
We all love mimosas, and mimosas are champagne with orange juice in them, and I always feel like that is messing with the champagne because I like a really good champagne. So how do you feel about mimosas?
I would never put juice in champagne.
Right.
Yeah. So our program here, I use the cava, which cava is made in the method of champagne, so it's like value again, which that's something that I look for. Like nobody's gonna you just wouldn't put juice in champagne, or I would hope that you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But other sparkling wines, like cava is a beautiful sparkling wine that's made like champagne, not the same grapes that are used to make champagne, but in the same method. And it's
got it.
Little fruit fly.
And it's the quality of the wine to me is one of the better, lesser expensive sparkling wines. So I usually use cava. I found some really cool cremants from France. Prices for everything are just like getting jacked though.
Are they?
So we used to use a cremant for our mimosas, but the price went up like $3 a bottle, so I had to find something else. But I have a really nice cava we use now. Okay. But as far as like an actual champagne from Champagne,
that would destroy it. So where do you think the whole idea of a mimosa came from?
Did the Americans do it? I bet the Americans did it.
I don't know. That's a great question. I'm gonna have to research that.
I know. Where did it come from?
I
bet the Americans did it.
Same place.
But like a Bellini, is Italian.
I love Bellinis.
Like they put white peach juice.
Oh, and I love a
Bellini. So that's that's a European thing. I don't know.
Watermelon mimosas.
Yeah, we were doing fresh watermelon.
Oh, yummy!
We put these little like these little sprinkles on the edge to look like unicorn sprinkles.
Unicorns.
Again, that's just a Sunday thing.
Oh, I need to come on Sunday.
We play on Sunday.
Fun.
People love the watermelon mimosa.
Well, just know that when I come on Sunday,
don't put
the juice in it.
See, I don't mind
I just want it straight up.
I don't mind a little juice.
Oh, getting it on the side is good, but I don't
mind. But I'm not a big champagne person anyway.
The most expensive bottle on our list is champagne.
Is it? Where's it from?
From Champagne.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, because it is champagne.
Yeah.
You can't call it champagne unless it's from Champagne, France.
Yeah, this is some amazing stuff. It's actually what they give what Krista said, she told me that they serve the master sommeliers after they pass their final exam.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. That's what we're gonna
I can't remember if we had it at a dinner or something.
We had it at Frasca because they pour by the glass at Frasca because Frasca's cool, and we're from North Idaho, and we don't get. I begged to get 3 bottles for a year, and I finally got 3 bottles.
Owned by Bobby Stuckey and his restaurant group out in Boulder, Colorado. He's a master sommelier. And,
he's a badass.
And where is it?
Wow,
it's in Boulder.
But I know Boulder. But what's it called?
Frasca, which is named for Friuli, Italy, like on the border of Slovenia.
Okay.
Oh.
And so the whole restaurant, the menu is focused on Friulian food.
It's a very different style of Italian eating.
It's not like red sauce. It's like more like if you were eating, but like German food. It's
acidic things and
yummy.
It was such an amazing dinner, really, but they poured the krug by the glass.
It's very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was delicious. So then she was like, I want to get this for the bar.
Oh, cool.
By then we knew we were doing this because we actually went to Denver on purpose for a little research trip to eat at Frasca. And he also, right before COVID lockdown in March of 19, opened a wine and vinyl bar called Sunday Vinyl.
Oh.
And that's in Denver.
Which we didn't know until we actually already committed to doing this. But I remember looking him up randomly one day and saw he was doing that, and I showed it to Krista, and like, oh, that's so cool, you know. So we, obviously, if somebody that she really respects as
doing it
as this amazing person in the wine and service industry and hospitality is doing it, then it must be a good concept to actually, you know.
And his story and him and his wife's story were like the same as ours.
Yeah, except they do it on Sunday nights rather than Monday nights. You know, they would just stay at home, make dinner, and play records and drink wine.
Yeah. Oh, fun!
And it's a little more elevated. It's more
elegant.
It's like it's more fine dining. It's not
gotcha.
Pantry kitchen. They have a full kitchen. They have more fancy food, but it was really fun.
Yeah, but it's got a very cool lounge vibe, and
fun.
The sound was great.
I want to go.
Oh, I'm going to visit there.
I will go the next time I'm in Denver.
Oh my gosh,
and they had a good
really
record
fun.
program.
Yeah.
I think we have like 5 times more records than they do, but you know, that doesn't mean anything.
But they have all Macintosh everything.
Yeah, they have
really.
Yeah, they're using good sound stuff.
I bought Nina Peebles while I was in there. Remember?
Ann Peebles.
Was it Ann Peebles? Nina Simone. Ann Peebles. I can't stand the rain.
Have another glass Chardonnay.
Okay. There's been more than one glass of Chardonnay.
Yeah, right.
It's all good.
We bought a couple
Ann
records
Peebles.
from when we had our night there, because we were in Denver and ate there and did some research and kind of took everything and be like trying to think about things we liked about the space. That way we could maybe, friendly steal and like incorporate in our space.
But we didn't really do anything that was from there. I don't think we really, other than take the Ann Peebles album.
Yeah, I mean, and then we bought this other artist, Perfume Genius, that they were playing that I really liked.
So, who's your favorite? No, what's your favorite wine right now?
Right now.
Right now?
Right now. Either
Beaujolais,
one.
Cru Beaujolais.
Beaujolais?
Cru Beaujolais that nobody gets it. And I am a Beaujolais pusher.
Okay.
And I will be a Beaujolais pusher till everybody loves Beaujolais.
I had Beaujolais at my wedding. One of them.
Oh,
I don't know which one, but I had one.
Yeah. Good job.
Ba-da-boom.
Good job.
Well, I know that every wine that Krista has recommended is
I know.
excellent.
All the ones I've gotten
you.
from my wine club have been delicious.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
They really have been great.
Oh,
Thank you.
So
I like the Chocolate.
the what?
The Chocolate.
What's that?
It's a Spanish white, and it's I can't really go into super big detail about it because I didn't do the research to actually put it on. Yeah, Krista did.
So in the Basque Country
But it's
of Spain.
it's really unique. I mean, it's got really good balance of acid and like malolactic, like, because people like that kind of buttery feel, but it's not over the top with that. You know, it's like just got a slight little kiss of that, and just like some really cool, interesting things going on. It just reminded me of summer, and it's delicious. And I'm probably, you're like shaking your head.
She's like, that's not
buttery.
it.
It's. I wouldn't say if it's buttery. I would just say it's got a. The texture of it is really, you know, it's not a. It's got a thin body. It's got like a medium body to it.
Yeah.
So, but it's got kind of a nice little kick of
a good kick
fruit
that you
and
like.
acid. I love it. It's delicious.
Callie's going to put in her Vivino.
I'm like
her
Vivino. Yeah, I'm like my
People
Vivino.
either love that wine or they don't. So you find the people that like it, it's great. People that don't like it, that's okay.
It's a great summer wine.
Once I had a 20-year-old bottle of Chardonnay, which is very unusual, but it was actually really good. It must have been cellared really well. And
Chardonnay can age well.
Some guy on the coast over near Bellingham in a little wine shop had it, and he offered it for us to taste, and we tasted it, and we bought the bottle, which is kind of scary because you're tasting one bottle and you don't know what the next bottle's going to taste like, but it was still really good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. Anyway, well, Robby, we need to hear another song.
What?
Yeah. One more. Come on.
One more.
One more. Take us out, baby.
Yeah, take us out, baby.
Take us out.
Oh.
Do Purple Rain.
Okay.
Do Purple Rain.
You want to
we have a drink called Purple Rain. We have Prince on the wall.
And then we'll take a picture in front of Prince. It'd be
You
great.
can only do less than 30 seconds though, because then you're gonna have to pay royalties.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'll sing with it, and they'll be like, "Who's that? That's not Purple Rain. Doesn't sound like Purple Rain at all."
Time you?
And him that calls you when he's sorrow, I never meant to cause you any pain. Only one time I wanna hear you laughing. I only wanna hear you laughing in the purple rain.
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain.
I only wanna see you underneath the purple rain.
Purple rain. We can't do any more because we have to pay the rights. That was perfect. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Right.
You could just jam it and we'd be happy. Oh my God, this was so nice.
It was fun.
I love
Thank
it.
you guys.
Oh, I love you guys.
Yes, we need to hear the hours one more time for your beautiful place, your establishment.
You're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Yes.
Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 10 and Sunday from 11 to 4. We do brunch on Sunday.
Brunch,
Right.
which sounds like fun.
I know, it does sound like fun.
And every Wednesday is Wax Wednesdays. So if you have any vinyl at home that you want to play,
Right.
bring in a record and we'll play a side of it for you for a discount on your first beverage.
I love that.
I love that too because I've got several records, so that's discounts on lots of wine.
There you go.
Oh, all my records are. I have a bunch of musical theater. Have you had a musical theater day?
Not a musical theater day, but
You should.
we've had soundtrack
you should.
day.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Ellen came in and we actually played Grease that day.
Oh, that's
fun.
And then our friend actually gifted us a copy of the Grease soundtrack, which we already owned, but she had
that's
one
sweet.
signed by John, so that's actually
Oh, well,
wow.
that's nice.
it's really
That's
sweet.
very
And he's
sweet.
talking about Ellen and John Travolta, just for
Just
those
for those
people who
Just,
don't
listeners.
know that.
Good friend of ours just throwing it
Right.
out.
There you go. Just
We love you, Ellen.
hobnobbing with
Yay.
Ellen. Yeah.
Love Ellen.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, this has been a delight
It
once
has.
again.
I know, and now we're going to sign off because we have more wine to drink. And
Yeah,
And thank you very much for having us.
absolutely.
It was really fun to do this.
We
had
are
a
just.
good time.
I
Well, we're
love.
thrilled.
Not only do we learn something every time we're here, we have great wine, great conversations, and beautiful music.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm kind of weepy.
You are
What is
such
wrong with me?
You're such a baby.
God,
I'm the same way.
God, what is wrong with
All
me?
right, well, I'm Allie.
And I'm Callie.
And whatever you do today, go out and drink some wine.
And make sure you're creative and maybe play some music.
Right.
Take us out, Robbie.
Take us out, Robbie.
The Ali and Callie Artcast is a program of the Coeur d'Alene Arts and Culture Alliance and is sponsored by NIA, North Idaho Alliance, a woman-based leadership organization designed to inspire, uplift, and impact your community and lives. And Tubbs Coffee Roasters, globally sourced, locally roasted coffee.